Also, another last minute thing that I'm going to put in right before the beginning of the video, just so you can't go ahead and try this route. This is my opinions, these are my feelings, this is for education purposes only, and in Minecraft. So, I went to work today. Well, not really today, because I didn't have time or energy, obviously, to come home and record a video after I posted the video. So let me just say, and I'll get the accolades out at the end. Hello, Mr. Company Man. I love you. And thank you for stalking me all the time. You're really looking out for my best interests, and I love you. Anyways, moving on. So, after I posted that video, now it's only gotten 50 views, which 50 views is not all that much, considering it can, I'm not 100% certain about this, can sometimes, like, equate the same person viewing the same video twice as another view, which, I mean, good for me, I suppose. I don't really care about statistics or anything about that. I'm not a numbers guy, so I don't really go off that. So I've had to go off of, well, kind of word of mouth, kind of. And they got pissed. Oh, man. So normally, on an average day before I posted that video, they would just let me do my thing and leave me alone and not be around me. But after I posted that video, oh god, that entire day, they were staring at me like hawks. I mean, I stabbed the hornet's nest. I stabbed it. So, it would appear they are very unhappy about me going public with this. Which, again, not my fault. If you would have actually cared about your people, this wouldn't be happening, would it? But no. No, instead of listening to your workers and people like me who are fighting for your workers' rights, you're instead getting pissed at us because we're going too public. I understand the right to privacy. Trust me, I do. I love privacy myself, and it is very important, massively important so right now, that we are having several debates surrounding it, okay? The corporation does not pay for my freedom of speech. Maybe on the clock they do, which is why I didn't really talk to any of my coworkers about it while I was on the clock, and why I was dancing around it to all my coworkers while on the clock. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there was probably an agent trying to get me to talk about it while on the clock. So congratulations, you're not getting me. You're looking for a reason to fire me, and I'm not giving you one, okay? The very minor things that I may have done, a few minor safety infractions, simply because, again, autism's fucking fun and does this to you when you're working 10 hours every fucking goddamn day, especially when it's undiagnosed, but I can't fucking afford that. So I'll just say that I'm autistic without diagnosing, and you can just shut the fuck up about it. Or you can be hateful about it. I don't give a shit, okay? So, the only minor infractions I've ever really made was not putting on my face mask when I'm using a tool that requires me to put on the face mask because I forget about it because I have it on so much and so often that my brain thinks it's there still. So, you can't really get me for that, and you're looking for any other reason because you realize you fucked up. You made a choice, a personal choice for 3 decades to intentionally screw this people over, okay? Intentionally. At any point, there are several different options you could have gone through, right? There are several different routes you could have taken to avoid this, okay? You could have given that person a job within that, we'll just call it middle management, okay? Because you know for a fact he has, again, written to not only the state, but he's also tried applying for better positions within the company. Okay? Okay? Again, let me start this out because I really feel like people have misconstrued me because you're hearing the words, but you're not thinking, okay? So, I've lived here for 23 fucking years and have watched this person struggle with all of these things, okay? Now, before we get too much further into this, when you look at me, you probably see a white man because I live in a state where, well, and also I'm introverted as hell, so I stay inside. I don't get a tan, okay? I burn, All right? So let me tell you the two ethnicities right now, currently with the state of America, that I say I am before I even remotely say that I'm American, because the American government has fucked us so much. All the way down to the state and local level. Okay, two things, right? I'm Italian first, because my family's Italian, and I am German, okay? I only need one more piece for that perfect axis of evil, right? Now that's just a joke. I don't fucking like that. I don't fucking want that. I didn't fucking like learning about World War II and what that massive prick did, which again, we're having a literal mirror episode in another foreign country that we're supporting. Okay? It is literally no different, okay? Now I understand Hamas is a terrorist threat, okay? But at the same time, I also understand that we're funding a lot of those things, okay? The only reason they have any access to those kinds of things is because of us. So maybe we should stop. Okay, I'm not for isolationism or anything like that, but we can start doing better at any moment now. Okay, that is all we're asking, is to do better. All right? So before you go off and say that I'm like racist or I hate the DEI, in fact, I'm pissed that my state has removed DEI. I think that is the single most stupid decision you can do. The only thing that I don't like about DEI is how certain people can get into positions of authority without having real work experience or basically just not being able to do the job properly. When you know there's somebody that can, but you didn't want to. Why? I don't know. I don't know. So yes, I do still say that I'm American, but for right now, until you stop doing this, until let me tell you how far you would have to go before I would even remotely consider it, and I'm not still considering it. You could extract every mineral from this planet. You could extract every vital resource. You could go through different timelines and extract them from there. You could take everything from the infinite expanse of space and give it to this person, and I still would not like you, okay? Because it happened. You could go back in time while still doing all of this and fix it, and I wouldn't be happy because it still fucking happened. And now you're just la 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 la. Yeah, no. I'm rightfully pissed. Now, I can't really do anything because, well, unfortunately, I have more to lose than others. So I have to toe the line a little bit, which is why I'm dancing around these things so much for you guys. Let's just say it's only one call away from some kind of investigation. Okay, we have that power as workers, as people, and none of us want to do that to you. Okay? None of us. So maybe, because not only are you sitting here saying, oh, I'm sorry that we're not giving you your unemployment that you rightfully deserve, because we're too stupid to sit here and put in funding for people to actually sit here and make sure that you get your payment when you apply for it. I shouldn't have to sit here and keep going back and forth with the fucking state every fucking day just to get my pay. I shouldn't be having to sit here and waste my time doing this. It is not my responsibility. My responsibility is to show up to work, do my work, and go home. All the rest of that is on the corporation, the state, and the feds. Which, mind you, if you think I'm some kind of Fed boy or wannabe Fed boy, I'm not. I'm merely fighting for my workers' rights. I want all of you to be rich. I, on the other hand, don't. I hate money. And every time I have told somebody that, they laugh in my fucking face. I'm sorry, my works are meant to better humanity without driving profit. Because that's not what it's about, and it never will be about that. Ever. I don't give two shits what your minions are bringing. Okay? I don't care. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I'm struggling, along with everybody else. And then, on top of that, you sit here, and this is another problem with DEI, is you bring these people in, and then you're like, ha ha, you're fucked, get trapped. Do you know how many people I've met that are so sad and upset about their working conditions? especially from coming here, that you basically took them out of the very same situation they were in and put them right back in it? Yeah. No, fam. No, fam. No, it ain't about that. Now, I could sit here and make this video a little bit longer. I'm already pushing the 10-minute mark. So I'm just going to leave you with this one before I post another video, probably either next week or who knows, maybe even on Inauguration Day, because that would be fucking fantastic. Where was I going to go with that? Well, I forgot it now, so I got my main rant out of the way, which is really what I wanted to do. Because they were watching me. They really were. And I've also noticed in my private life, cars that I don't see around here. Okay. The other day, there's a truck, because we had the snowstorm, and it just stopped at the end of my road. Now there's a stop sign that away, and then there's a stop sign there's no stop sign like that away. Well, he stopped that away, and was just looking. Now, mind you, he could have been on his phone, he could have been doing anything, I don't know. But it was fishy because I'd never seen it before in my town. It's a small town about probably, I don't know, I'm not going to specify, but it's a small town. And then I went over to shovel my neighbor's sidewalks afterwards, and they came right back. Like, can you make it any more obvious, bud? Can you make it any more obvious? Oh, there's so much I wish I could get into, but I literally fear my family being executed or shot or put out of work or, yeah. Anyways, so that's going to be the end of this episode, and keep your eye out for me. I'm not suicidal. I'm broke. That's for damn certain. They're trying to price me out of living, but I don't care. I'm still living. So, I hope all of you dreamy babies and beautiful bastards and bad bitches out there have a fantastic weekend. Go out there, do your peaceful protesting, even though, they literally have said that my fucking hair doesn't work. And be ready for anything and stay safe. And I hope to see all of you in the next episode. See ya. Actually incorrect. I'm going to have to do some minor editing. I do still need to get to the accolades. So, I know you've seen the standoffish vibes that I'm giving you. So, let me just tell you. No, I don't like you. I don't like the choices you've made. I don't like the choices you continue to make. And I know you have a life outside of work, and I know you have problems outside of work. But that does not give you the right to sit here and, let's just say, stop other people's progress in life. Simply because you want to exploit them. Because that is exactly what's happening. You can't tell me otherwise. Because I am also being exploited. But I'm doing it willingly, okay? I'm perfectly fine with it. I know I still need to, again, earn my place in life. That's not the problem. The problem is how you're treating that other person. So maybe really start considering that, Mr. Company Man and middle management. Because soon enough, well, you're not going to have anybody that wants to work for you. And then you're going to have workers that are being underpaid and overworked. Certain workers that will not have an issue, well, let's just say there are recent events that may or may not be recreated that I do not want to speak about or condone, so, in Minecraft. However, I do want to say to each of these people that were watching me, because I've seen you, safety person, do you want to get the hell out of there? Do you want more money? Do you want to go other places? Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with how you're treated? Because I saw how you were looking at me too. I don't trust you. As for, one of the, because how am I supposed to, now, again, I'm dancing around it, so I'll just use descriptors. How do you expect, the people that are above me, not the immediately above me, but above me? Yeah, you guys. Well, I don't like you either. You look like and seem like an angry dogma type of person. So I don't like you at all. As for the other lady, I'm sorry for everything in your life. But can I just say that I would love to be Mr. Socialist here? And I would love to be giving the money that should have been, here to help people. Because, let me tell you this. When I worked at the company the last time, there were two things I was going for. To further my theater career and to help that person out. Okay? Now, I was able to slightly manage both of those, except, I paid an absurd amount of money for something that didn't end up helping me. When it should have. I'm not going to sit here and say that money guarantees me something, but it didn't get me anything. I basically threw almost $10,000 into the fucking fire. Fine. Whatever. Upper echelon doesn't like me. That's fine. I'll stick with my people. Because that's all I was going to do anyways. So, you're a very, very pretty person. You seem like you're very, very kind and caring. I don't like you. I will never like you. Because of your choices. Not because of you. Not because of who you are. Not because of anything else you could possibly sit here and say because you want to demonize me. So, keep doing what you're doing. See how far it gets you, because there's only one there that I like, and I already told him that I liked him. He's a funny guy. Seems a little shitty at times, and like he only wants numbers, but at the end of the day, I do understand it's a business. However, businesses have to have limitations, just like the government has to have limitations. Technology should have limitations. Servant privacy levels should have limitations only if under investigation. But nobody wants that. Nobody wants to cooperate. I, on the other hand, am willing to be honest about practically everything. There are very few things, personal issues, that I will not open up about. Because they're personal. They didn't harm anybody else. They don't involve anybody else. They involve me. So, I will figure myself out in my due time, but until then, you really just need to support it. That's it. That's all. That's all we're asking for. It ain't that hard. And considering the top 1% has literally everything, and then once you manage to claw and scrape your way to middle management, then you don't care about your people anymore. Funny how that works, because guess what we have? We have a system built upon greed. And the greedy don't want to lose it. Oh, my mic wasn't in front of me. Fuck. Well, that's probably going to sound pretty far away. I may have to turn that bit of the audio up. Whoopsies. Oh well. I have to edit it anyways, so, yeah. Yeah. Again, all seemingly nice and okay people. But, I don't trust any of you. I don't like any of you. I want to see you succeed. But, I'm not happy. I don't want to be rich, but I do want to see the people that have worked get what they are owed. So I guess we're going to see how things go. But either way, I do think Netanyahu needs to be ICJ'd. But what do I know? You cannot enforce your beliefs or views onto anyone else. So, kind of like I have done with several people, I will give them a thing, and I will tell them how you feel about it is up to you. I'm not telling you how to feel. I'm merely telling you how I feel. So,